Hi, Kevin Henry, the Group Editorial Director for Advanstar and Dental Products Report, and I'm on a Google Hangout today with my friend Danny Bobrow. Danny is a multi-talented, multifaceted guy, marketing, as well as a great charity that we're going to talk about today, Climb for a Cause. And Danny, I was just wondering if you might be able to give our viewers a little bit of an overview of what Climb for a Cause is and some of the great things it does.
It'd be a pleasure, and it's always great to hang out with you in person or otherwise, Kevin. Climb for a Cause started in 1994, actually, so we're actually celebrating our 20th year. But since 1998, our emphasis has been on oral health education and treatment. And therefore, what we're really celebrating is our 17th annual Dentists Climb for a Cause event. The purpose, as I just alluded to, is to raise money, resources, volunteers, and bring to bear other resources necessary to stage and sustain oral health education and treatment projects. Currently, we are in 4 countries, managing 9 clinics. There are 3 in Guatemala, 2 in India, 3 in Nepal, and 1 in Vietnam, with plans to expand further, of course. Each year, we have an annual climbing event, and we call it our annual Climb for a Cause. This year's our 17th annual, as I mentioned, and it will be over the weekend beginning September 12th. Our objective will be an ascent of Pike's Peak, which, as we just discussed, if we could see that far or that well, would be somewhere over your right shoulder. Right, Kevin?
Exactly. Yeah, and this is the first Google Hangout I've ever done sitting outside, so this is a groundbreaking moment. But the reason I did this is because, yeah, I'm not too far away from Colorado Springs, where you'll be having the Climb for the Cause, and can certainly see the Continental Divide from here. And you know, I'm very excited about the event. I'm excited about the continued good that you all do through this event.
Well,
Danny, just tell us a little bit. Take us through the weekend that will be coming up. What's all involved with Climb for a Cause?
absolutely. Well, we like to be sure that we set people for success, and when people do decide to join our event, we have a success session, either in person or on the phone, where we help set their stage for success. And by that we mean both in terms of fundraising and preparing for a successful and fun event. Through AIM Dental Marketing, we offer complimentary services to really help you, as we like to say, to do well by doing good. And that's by really ensuring that you don't keep your good works a secret, either from your current patients or the community at large. And with that in mind, we help set up a event registration page for you that hangs off of your own website. We do press releases. We will help you with the logistics to staging an event. We provide in-office display materials so that you can share the good with your patients, and otherwise kind of create a buzz around it. Because what we want is, and any charity wants, is a sustainable source of support. The way that we feel we can help ensure and garner that is by showing the participants that they are actually benefiting, not as a primary goal, but as an unavoidable consequence of their support of our efforts. And that's why it's in our mutual interest, and I always try to set up goals so that they are congruent, to make sure that you're glad you got involved, that you see the good that your efforts are creating, and you have a lot of fun in the process. So that's sort of the fundraising side. Now, in terms of getting ready for the event, part of the success session is to explain what sort of gear is suggested and what is mandatory, and kind of get a feel for what your current fitness level is and what it will want to be, what you will want it to be come event day. The weekend begins with what we like to call an old timers, new climbers meet and greet, which will be Friday evening. And that's where we get to know each other and share the itinerary, answer any questions you have, and just kind of begin the fun. The following day, Saturday, certainly for the new climbers, we will have a acclimatization hike, which I just decided, based on my visit to Colorado this past weekend, will be a hike up the incline, and that is really at the beginning of the trail. It's right at the cog rail at the base of Pike's Peak. The incline is a series of railroad ties that were converted into steps, which goes 2,200 feet up, and then we have a 3-mile trail to hike down, which happens to be the first 3 miles of the trail that we will be hiking up the following day. I think it's a great opportunity to sort of test not only your fitness, but also how well you're acclimatizing. And we have little oxygen bottles that we share if you want to, get a little boost. In fact, I think that's what it's called. I think it's called a boost. And then we do the event, the main event on Sunday, and it's not a race. We give people plenty of time. And as I mentioned, the cog rail is a really nice additional benefit in that most climbs you're halfway done when you're at the top. But in this case, you are done when you're at the top, because we're all going to hop on the train and take it down. Then we'll head back to our host hotel for our awards dinner and banquet. And then people are free to stay an extra day if they like, or they can head back the following Monday. And that's basically the annual event.
Sounds like a great weekend. I'm actually planning to participate and looking forward to documenting all the fun and good things that happened during this year's Climb for a Cause, Pikes Peak, Colorado Springs. So, Danny, why don't you give our viewers the website if they want more information or want to follow up with you about what you said today?
Absolutely. And Kevin, we couldn't be more excited that you're going to be able to join us. We think that's great. And
well, those oxygen bottles are sounding better and better every day, so,
Well, you're going to have a leg up on the rest of us.
Exactly. So, well, yeah, give our viewers that website and let's get them hopefully going.
Absolutely. The Climb for a Cause site is Climb for a Cause. That's all letters. ClimbForACause.org. Now, if you're interested in supporting our efforts and don't necessarily feel like climbing a mountain, you can also become a branch office of the Smile Tree, and that website is smiletree.org. You can also call me directly at 1-800-723-6523, and I'll be delighted to tell you more.
Danny, as always, I enjoy your time and appreciate you hanging out with me this morning, and obviously counting down to September. Looking forward to it.
As are we, Kevin. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, my friend. Take care.
All right.